Hey, yogis, this is a amazing mellow back opening flow. So you're gonna really open up into your upper back and your lower back. So I know when I'm at work, I'm at computer all day and I'm hunched over and I start to get that upper back pain and kind of twinges in my lower back. So this flow really helps to open up that circulation to help you feel better and help your back feel good. All right, guys, well, have a great little mellow flow, and I'll talk to you soon. Namaste. All right, guys, so we're going to do a little mellow flow to help release your entire back. So we're going to start off in puppy pose. So you're going to come to your hands and your knees in the middle of your yoga mat. Okay. And then start to walk your hands out as far as you can, keeping your hips right over your knees. And then when you can't reach your arms any farther, just release your forehead all the way down to your yoga mat. So you should start to feel this really nice opening in your chest, some tractioning in your spine to start releasing our back here. Start to take some really nice, deep, long, cleansing breaths here. Just to start our practice, starting the process of letting go in this moment. And just imagine there's a little trap door on your forehead and it's opening up and just releasing whatever stress you might have experienced today or this week. And just letting that all go out of your third eye, out of that trap door in your forehead. You're going to rock your forehead from side to side, giving that space a little massage. Cultivating Ujjayi breath, so just constricting the back of your throats, dragging your breath across your throat to make that hissing sound. So your breath acting as the metronome for your practice. So everything is just in addition to that deep, rich breath. Let's stay here for 2 more deep breaths. If you like to set an intention, you can do that now just to send some good energy out to the universe. Good, and slowly start to put weight into your hands. You're gonna come back into a tabletop. So taking your wrists right under your shoulders, knees right under your hips. Let's start with some cat-cows to open up our spine. So on an inhale, I want you to drop your belly down, start to lift your heart, lift your chest, take your shoulder blades together on your back. And then on your exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin into your chest, angry cat, pushing the ground away from you. Very good. Inhale, belly drops, heart lifts, tailbone lifts, shoulder blades come together on your back, gaze goes up. Exhale, round your spine in. And just start to do this on your own breath cycle. So taking some nice, long, deep breaths, opening up your spine. And start to take some organic movement. So maybe swaying from side to side, stretching into your side body a little bit. Let's keep doing this for 3 more deep breaths. It's really opening up your energy in your spine, getting your spine nice and warmed up. 1 more deep breath in. Nice big exhale. Beautiful. And then take your pinky fingers to touch the edges of your mat. Spread your fingers out wide. Tuck your toes. Send your hips up to the sky for downward facing dog pose. So sending your heart towards your thighs, lifting your sitting bones up tall, and relaxing your head down low. So no tension into your neck here for 1 more deep breath in. Cleansing exhale. Good, and slowly start to walk your hands towards your feet, so towards the back of your yoga mat. And we're gonna ragdoll when you get there. So grab opposite elbows here, relax your head down low, maybe bend one knee and then the other, releasing your neck, releasing your jaw. Beautiful, so we're just stretching into our hamstrings, releasing into our lower back. Good. And release your hands down to your yoga mat. Interlace your fingers right at your lower back. Press your palms together. Start to squeeze your shoulder blades onto your back. And then send your knuckles towards the sky. Keep relaxing your head down low. Squeezing your shoulder blades back together behind you. Good. Just opening up through our shoulders a little bit. Stay here for one more deep breath. Put more weight into the balls of your feet here, sending your knuckles towards the sky. Good, and slowly release your hands back down to your yoga mat. Slowly walk your hands back out into your downward facing dog pose. Very good. Shake your head a little yes. Shake your head a little no. Sending your heels towards the earth, internal rotation of your inner thighs towards the back of your space. Good, and slowly take your knees back to your yoga mat, coming into hands and knees. Again, 2 more cat-cows. So on an inhale, drop your belly down, lift your chest. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin in, pushing the ground away from you. Inhale, belly drops, shoulder blades come together. Exhale, round your spine in. Good. Inhale to a neutral spine. Very good. Reach your right arm up all the way to the sky. And on an exhale, I want you to thread your right arm right under your left arm, taking your right shoulder and your right ear down to your yoga mat. Good. Starting to look up towards the sky. You can stay just like this, or you can start to walk your left fingertips towards the front of your space, just to get a little bit more opening into your back, into your upper back here. Beautiful. Keep spiraling your rib cage towards the sky. So you should be getting a little twist here as well. And just take some nice, deep, long breaths. Breathing into sensation, feeling where you're feeling that opening, sending that good, rich oxygen to that space to help it open up. Good, let's take one more deep breath here. Good, and slow and controlled, start to put weight into your left hand. Start to reach your right arm back up to the sky. So just getting a little counter twist here, and then release your right hand down to your yoga mat. 1 round of cat-cow here. So on your inhale, belly drops, heart lifts, shoulder blades together. Exhale to round, tuck your chin in, feel that nice stretch in your spine. Good. Come back to a neutral spine, and then this time reach your left arm up to the sky. So reach as high as you can, and then your exhale, thread your left arm under your right arm, taking your left shoulder and your left ear to the mat. Again, you can stay just like this, or you can start to reach your right fingertips towards the front of the room, straightening out your right arm. So just play around with it. See what feels good to you. There's so many variations of this pose. You can also take the back of your right hand to your lower back, opening up your heart towards the sky for a little bind. But I just want you to feel that stretch, that opening happening in your back. So if you need to move around and fidget just to find that really good sweet spot to release in, please do so. Nice long breaths, relaxing your face, relaxing your head down. So no tension into your neck here. Good, let's take one more deep breath here. Nice big exhale. Good, again, slow and controlled. Start to put weight into your right hand and reach your left arm all the way up to the sky, or your right arm, excuse me. And then come back into your hands and knees. So let's do 1 round of cat-cow here. So drop your belly down, heart lifts, gaze goes up to the sky. Exhale, round your spine in. Good, come to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes. Send your hips all the way up to the sky, coming back into your downward facing dog pose. Good, let's take a few deep breaths here. Heels towards the earth. If you want to pedal out a little bit, shaking your head out, relaxing your breath, relaxing your jaw here. So beautiful. And then just slow and controlled, just tiptoe your way all the way to your front of your mat. So just taking little baby steps all the way to the front, coming into a forward fold, all the way to the top of your mat. Very nice. Again, interlace your fingers right at your lower back, pressing your palms together, and then send your knuckles up towards the sky, releasing your head down to your yoga mat. We're just going to be here for 2 deep breaths. Go ahead and slowly release your hands to your yoga mat. On an inhale, I want you to come up to a flat back. So extend your spine out long. Exhale to fold. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale to a flat back. Really take your shoulders away from your ears. Shoulder blades come together on your back. Exhale, fold low. 1 more time. Inhale to create space. Create length. Shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, fold. Good. And on an inhale, we need to come all the way up to standing. Reach your arms out and up. Reverse swan dive. All the way up to the sky. Palms touch above your head. And then interlock your thumbs and start to get a little back bend. So reaching up, reaching back. Keep your core engaged. So just getting a nice little back bend here for 1 more deep breath. And on your exhale, take it all the way down to your yoga mat, hinging from your hips. Very nice. Inhale to a flat back, extend your spine. Exhale to plant your hands. I want you to step back to a plank position, top of a push-up, and we're gonna lower slow for the count of 3 all the way to your belly. 2, elbows squeeze in. 1, all the way to your belly. Very nice. We're gonna do a couple rounds of cobra just to release into our lower back. So take your hands right under your shoulders. Roll your shoulders back and down. Squeeze your shoulder blades together on your back. And then your chest should already start to lift just like this. Okay, very good. Start to use your lower back strength to lift up a little bit higher. And then start to put a little pressure into your hands to take your chest up. Keep your elbows bent, shoulders back and down, shoulders away from your ears. And look up to the sky for 3, for 2, for 1. Slow and controlled, come all the way down to your belly. And then I want you to take your elbows right under your shoulders, making a number 11 just right in front of you. Very nice. Again, think of, pushing your heart forward, taking your shoulders back and down, coming into Sphinx pose. Keep your legs engaged, pressing your pubic bone down towards your yoga mat, and look up to the sky. Very good. Shoulder blades come together on your back, pushing your heart forward for 2 more deep breaths. Good. And slow and controlled, come all the way down to your belly. Now take your right arm straight out to your right side, palm face down, so like an airplane wing. Take your left hand right under your left shoulder, right ear to your yoga mat, and start to roll yourself onto your right side body. So make sure you're releasing your right ear to the yoga mat. If you want to stack your legs, you can stay just like this, or you can bend your left knee to place your left foot on the outside of your right leg. Okay, so whatever variation works for you. If you feel a stretch just like this, perfect. If you want to reach behind you with your left hand to maybe take a bind, you can do that as well. Again, just like we did in thread the needle, there's so many different variations. So I just want you to feel really good sensation here. Good, let's stay here for 3 more deep breaths. Releasing your head down. Just opening up through your shoulder, through your upper back. Good, and slow and controlled, come back to your belly and let's just switch sides. So take your left arm straight out to your left side, take your right hand right under your right shoulder, start to roll yourself onto your left side body, taking your left ear to your yoga mat. And just take whatever variation you took on the other side, or one side might be a little bit more open, so just be aware of that as well. So I just want you to feel sensation, make it feel really nice. If it doesn't feel good, just back off a little bit, You want this to just be opening and relaxing. Let's take 3 more deep breaths here. Good, slow and controlled. Come back to your bellies. Good, and we're all gonna meet in a tabletop position. So again, taking your wrists right under your shoulders, knees under your hips. One round of cat-cow. On an inhale, belly drops, heart lifts, arch your back. And then exhale to round everything in. Very good. Inhale to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes. Send your hips all the way up to the sky. Downward facing dog pose. Beautiful. So have a nice little bend into your knees so you can traction your spine. So sending your heart more towards your thighs, and then start to straighten your legs out. Very good. One more deep breath through your nose. Take a big exhale through your mouth. Let's do that one more time. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Very good. And slowly come all the way to the top of your mat. Very good. And then just take a seat all the way to the top. Cross-legged seat. Very good, you guys. All right, so we're going to open up into our upper back a little bit more. So I want you to interlace your fingers right behind your head. So right at the base of your skull. Inhale to find space in your spine. And then exhale, start to take your chin into your chest. Take your elbows towards the earth. So I just want you to use your arms as extra weight to pull onto your head, to feel that opening in your neck and in your back. Again, this should feel nice. If it doesn't feel nice, just take it back a step. Or maybe you can remove your hands from behind your head and just drop your chin. Okay, so whatever feels good. If you need that extra weight, please interlace your fingers, but if not, it's not needed, okay? Elbows towards the floor, and just take some nice deep breaths. So having a 5 count for your breath. Inhaling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do one more time on your own count. Good, and slowly take your head back to center, all the way up. Beautiful. And then just take your hands to your knees. We're going to do some seated cat-cow. So on an inhale, I want you to take your heart towards the sky, taking your shoulders back and down. Look up tall. Then on your exhale, round your spine, taking your spine back, tucking your chin into your chest. Very good. One more time on your own breath. Beautiful. Inhale to a neutral spine, and then take your left hand to the outside of your right knee. Take your right hand right behind you. On an inhale, I want you to find length in your spine, taking your shoulders away from your ears. And then exhale, start to twist. So you should feel an opening in your upper back here and in your spine. Let's stay here for 2 more deep breaths. Good. Slowly come back to center. Let's just switch sides. So take your right hand to the outside of your left knee, left hand right behind you. On an inhale, sit up really tall, and then exhale, start to twist. Look towards the back of your space. Nice deep long breaths for 2 more breaths. Good. Slowly come back to center. All right, we're going to take that twist a little bit deeper. So extend both legs out in front of you, and then take your right foot to the outside of your left knee. So just crossing your legs. Take your right hand right behind you at your sacrum. Inhale, your left arm reaches up to the sky, and then exhale, twist over to the right, hooking your left elbow to the outside of your knee or your thigh. On an inhale, again, sit up really tall. Find space in your spine, and then exhale, pull your belly button towards your spine, to wring out, to detox, to open up your spine, to give your organs a little massage, to stimulate everything. Very good. 2 more deep breaths. Beautiful. Slowly come back to center. Let's just switch sides. So take your left foot to the outside of your right knee. Take your left hand right behind you on the floor by your sacrum. Inhale, your right arm reaches up tall. And then exhale, twist over to the left. Again, hooking your right elbow to the outside of your left knee or thigh. So using your elbow as leverage to get into this twist. On an inhale, lengthen out through your spine. And then exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Pulling your belly in to create that constriction. Good, 2 more deep breaths. Beautiful. Slowly come back to center. Release both legs to the ends of your yoga mat. On an inhale, I want you to reach your arms up to the sky. And then exhale, just hinging from your hips, fold over your legs. So just fold to wherever it feels good. I want you to round into your back here. So you don't have to maintain that straight spine that I usually am trying to get you to do all the time. So round in and just release your head down. And we're going to stay here for 4 deep breaths. Again, trying to have that 5 count for your breath. One more deep breath. Beautiful, and slowly come all the way up. And then articulating your spine on the way down, 1 vertebrae at a time, come all the way to lie onto your yoga mats. Very good. Let's do 1 round of bridge. So take your heels towards your booty. And then palms face down. On an inhale, start to lift your hips away from your yoga mat. Okay, so you could stay just like this, or if you want to go a little bit deeper, interlacing your fingers right behind you onto the floor, sending your heart towards the back of your space and your hips up high just for 1 more deep breath. Good, and slowly release all the way onto your backs, 1 vertebrae at a time. Very good. Now, if you have a wall nearby, you can do legs up the wall. Or if you're in the middle of the room, no worries. Just take the bottoms of your feet to the sky. So just let this be restorative. You don't have to have your legs super straight here. If you're on a wall, it can just kind of act to help you release a little bit more instead of using all your muscle strength to keep your legs lifted. So this is really great for your lower back. If you ever have lower back pain, you can always just find a wall and do legs up the wall. It just helps to release blood flow from your feet, pulling into your sacrum, just giving your legs a little break, reversing the blood flow. We're going to stay here for 5 more deep breaths. Two more breaths. Good, and from here we're going to come into plow pose. So just gain a little momentum and take your toes towards the back of the room, taking your hands to your lower back. Good. So if your toes don't touch the ground, keep your hands at your lower back, okay? If your toes are able to reach the ground, you can release your hands down to your yoga mat. So just releasing into your back here. If you want to come into deaf man's pose, you can bend your knees to take your knees onto opposite sides of your head if that feels nice. Just 2 more deep breaths in your plow pose. Good, and slow and controlled, start to roll all the way down, but take your feet to your mat. Very good. Take your arms out like airplane wings, And then cross your right leg on top of your left leg. So crossing all the way, no space in between your thighs. Scoot your hips over to the right just an inch. And then send your knees over to the left. Gaze goes right. So opening up into your spine a little bit more. Deep breaths. Coming back to that intention you set at the beginning of class. Releasing your forehead, releasing your jaw. Taking your tongue away from the roof of your mouth. And just let go here. Starting to really slow everything down. Preparing for our final meditation. 2 more breaths here. Go ahead and slowly come back to center. Uncross your legs and just switch the cross. So take your left leg on top of your right and send your knees over to the right, scooting your hips over to the left just an inch, and then gaze over to the left. It just opens up circulation in your back, in your left shoulder, releasing it towards your yoga mats. Good, we're going to stay here for 3 more breaths. Good, and slowly come back to center, uncross your legs, and then take your knees into your chest. Give yourself a final big squeeze in for 3, for 2, for 1, and then release all the way to our final pose, our Shavasana. So in your Shavasana, I just want you to notice all the new energy that you've opened up in your back, in your spine. So we have all of our chakras that align with our spine, with our spinal cord. So everything branches from those points. In terms of our circulatory system, our lymphatic system, everything branches off from that midline. We also have the subtle body, which is, just energy centers that also radiate from that spinal column. So opening up your back just helps all that stuff. Our circulatory system, our lymphatic system, and these energy centers to just release more fully. So just helping everything to move around a little bit better, opening up that circulation. Good, taking your palms to the sky, letting your toes splay out, and just letting go here. Just releasing into the earth. Just becoming one with all of your surroundings in this moment. Letting everything just fall away. And just think of something you want to send this energy out towards in your life or in someone you love's life.